My beautiful projector, you are gifted at seeing others, but sometimes the cost for you is just too much. By the end of this video, I'm going to teach you how you can hold space without absorbing everybody's energy, so you're no longer drained and you can tap into your purpose and shine your light bright to get invitations dropping left and right. Let's dig deep. Welcome to the Human Design Portal, your safe space to decondition so that you can align with the right people, opportunities, abundance, and chances in your life. If you're new here, my name is Maika Gabriela. I am also a projector and your go-to human design reader, deconditioning expert, and the founder of the Transformational Human Design Certification. And if you enjoy these very simple, easy to digest videos on understanding your human design deeper, better, and clearer, then please subscribe to our channel. My team and I put so much time, effort, and money into this channel to serve you the best information that we can, and it fills our heart to see this community grow. Thank you. My beautiful projector, you are the newest energy type. You are so sensitive and you are actually built to see deeply into other people. Your signature is success, but the wild thing is there is no selfish success as a projector. Your focused, penetrating aura is designed to help others to create success in their life. And the more success you are able to contribute into others' life will directly reflect your success. And so understanding this is so important, because the only way that you're able to move in energetic authenticity and really tap into who you've come to be in this lifetime is by dealing with other people. And I know that this sometimes can be so overwhelming because we're so sensitive and we take in other people's energy and we see so much, and it's overwhelming to always see so much for everybody else that it can get frustrating, or we can feel bitterness when we don't feel recognized. But we can actually have physical symptoms that are draining us, that are making us feel burned out, that are causing autoimmune disease, unwanted weight gain, and just this feeling of adrenal fatigue, lack of motivation that is so common for projectors that haven't understood how to create boundaries. So by the end of this video, I'm going to teach you exactly how you can use your penetrating aura, how you can use your authority and your energetic authenticity to step into your purpose, have clear boundaries so that you can tap into your gift of seeing everything you need to see, so that you're the best at creating success for others, so that you can experience real recognition and plentiful invitations. Let's dig deep. Maybe you're feeling drained after seeing your friends. Maybe you're feeling drained after being in session with your clients. And so there's two things that I want to talk about. The first is going to be understanding that we often think as empathy as a positive tool that makes us different than others, or more special or better than others. And even though empathy is a very signature keyword for projectors, we need to make a differentiation. One of them is coming out of trauma and the other one is coming out of alignment. So empathy coming out of trauma means that we have a very high spun nervous system that is always on alert, because as a child we grew up in an environment that wasn't safe or that was unpredictable, and so we learned walking on eggshells with all of our focus, reading micro expression and listening to every slight sound in our house, being aware and very alert on what was going around us so that we wouldn't get into trouble. And so this makes us high empath, not because we're highly sensitive, which also we are as projectors, but especially because we have this trauma informed alertness that allows our nervous system to always be on and sense everything that's going on to keep us safe. This means that when you're going out for a coffee with a friend, you can be incredibly drained after social interactions, not because the social interaction is actually draining, but because the whole environment is putting you on edge because you don't feel safe in yourself. And so your nervous system is trying to inform you and trying to give you enough data so that it can keep you regulated and safe. But if you're having a coffee with a friend and you're also listening to what the bartender's saying in the back, and then with the side eye, you're checking everybody who's coming and leaving the door, and with the other eye, you're analyzing who's going in and out of the bathroom, it is going to be too much to constantly be having to check every single thing in the environment. And so empathy actually is just this over-focused attention that is serving you to feel safe because you grew up in an environment that didn't provide that. And oftentimes this can come at a cost of your own energy, your own relaxed, calm nervous system, not listening to your hunger cues, overriding when you need to go to the bathroom, not realizing that you're actually really thirsty. And so it is important to understand that this is coming out of misalignment and can find regulation when we come back into our body and fix our nervous system and rewire the beliefs that we need to act this way in order to feel safe. The next, which is the energetic approach, is understanding the power of your energy centers. So as a projector, it is most common, even though I've seen that it's not always like that, but a lot of projectors have a lot of open energy centers. And so the open energy center is a feminine energy. The open energy center is actually here to teach you. It is the tool through which you will become wise. But the way that you achieve becoming wise is through having life lessons. So when you go and check at your human design body graph, you will see that the open energy centers also pertain to different subjects. So the root center is all about adrenaline, stress management. The solar plexus is all about how you deal with emotions. The sacral center is all about energy, desire, consistency. The spleen is all about intuition, fear, autoimmune diseases. And so when you start understanding your chart through these open energy centers, you're also able to understand how to create boundaries and how to utilize the energy that you are absorbing to become wise, to reflect back, and really use your penetrating aura to see clearly what you have in front of you. Open energy centers will come with a lesson. Through that lesson, you will absorb the energy of the outside world and learn what it is that you're here to teach others. Defined energy centers are parts of yourself that you know are certain. These are areas in your life where you won't get tested and where you have enough certainty and security within yourself to know how to express them in full authenticity. There's going to be 3 energy centers that I think are incredibly important, especially if you want to learn about energetic boundaries and how to really hold space for your own needs without giving yourself away and draining your energy. And so the first is going to be the root center that I just touched upon. And the root center is incredibly important because it is all about stress and pressure. And so when you have a defined root center, like moi, you're going to be what we call an energetic projector. The thing about being an energetic projector is that we feel this pressure inside, and so we have energy and movement and intensity like other energy types, but we still have the strategy of a projector, which is waiting for the invitation. Being an energetic projector often feels like it's the most difficult to be a projector because we feel so different than the other projectors and we move different than other projectors. We feel like we can compete with other sacral energy types, which we really can't. And so it can be really hard to figure out how to find the nuance between that inner power that we feel, but also the resting and the waiting for the invitations. And so then we have this understanding that the outside pressure, if you are a pure projector where you have an open root, you will have to really identify how this energy gets pent up in your system and is moving you out of alignment and out of authenticity by taking on the pressure of the world and the other people around you or your clients specifically. The same you will experience with an open solar plexus. So an open solar plexus means you're a non-emotional energy type, means that you will take on other people's feelings and emotions. And this can be very intense because if you are used to feeling cool, calm, and collected, being a non-emotional, having an open solar plexus like I have, being with clients who are emotional and have dominant solar plexus are going to take you for a ride when you're in clients in session with them or when you're having a coffee with a friend who is emotional. And so really having that awareness of understanding that closing yourself up to that emotional experience will actually make that energy get stuck in your aura because you need the polarization, you need that openness to take in the energy and allow it to let go. And so the next is going to be the sacral. And the sacral is really important because 70% of the population has a defined sacral. But the thing that makes you a projector is that you have an open sacral center. And so what's going to happen is that you will take in this like hustle energy from the world. This is one of the things that brings the projector most to burnout. And the thing that's come up most in last week's session, I had a lot of projectors. And the thing that we were all laughing about was that, you know, we're exhausted, we're passionate, we want to continue to work, and we're on our phones like with one eye closed, completely like drained to the core, no energy left, but it's just this one post, just this one email. And so we're like hanging on our phone and we're already like exhausted, dying, but it's just this one thing. Like this surge of restlessness within us where we're like, I just need to do these last 500 things is such a projector thing, and it's so funny because the truth is that every single time you feel like you have to do more, it is actually your tell-all sign to stop doing anything. Like, let go of the phone, move away from technology, like let it go rest, read a book, go to sleep. But it is the most like projector thing to do ever. And so understanding how your sacral center works is really important so that you stop taking in this constant like doing energy that the rest of the world kind of puts on us. And so once you understand how this works, you can really gain awareness on separating the energy you're taking in, how you can empty out your energy centers and remove energetic mist that you have pulled in your sessions with your friends when you're going out, so you can come back to yourself and have clear, tangible tools to remove excess energy out of your system and come back to your energetic authenticity. And here's the tip I want to give you. So there's a reason that we have a strategy. And the strategy is going to be the key for you to stop absorbing energy that isn't for you. And so the reason you need to be invited is that you stop being drained and stop giving away your energy, your gifts, your all-seeing powers to everybody who doesn't see how worthy your information is and how valuable it is what only you can see. And so what happens is that the reason that we're waiting for the invitation is because this allows us to discern where we're meant to be absorbing or not. And this is incredibly important because we don't want to be taking in everybody's energy because it's just going to end up making us feel drained. Before I started doing human design readings, I remember that everybody I would see, everybody I would meet, my penetrating focused aura that is designed to focus on the soul, on the personality center of the person in front of me, would be analyzing, reading them, you know, like thinking about how it could help them, what was happening in their life, what were they doing wrong. All of the things, like my penetrating focused aura was on overdrive. Every person, every situation I was analyzing, I was thinking, I was, you know, like trying to figure out, oh, this is what I would tell them. This is how I would help them. This is what they have to do. I was on overdrive. And I see this with so many projectors. When we are not recognized, when we haven't found our projector niche, which is not a business niche, okay? It is not a business niche. It is an energetic niche. So when we are projectors that haven't been recognized, that are lacking invitations and not making the money that we know we deserve, and we're constantly trying to get validation from the outside because we haven't fully owned our energetic mechanism yet, we will try to gain that recognition by reading everybody, and that is a waste of your time and a waste of your energy because first, you haven't been invited, and second, people aren't seeing how worthy it is, and so you will end up bitter, right? And the biggest shift that I saw was the moment that I had a system where I could channel my focused aura and my gifts of seeing the specific thing that only I see with my projector niche. I stopped wasting my time and energy trying to analyze everybody else and just focused on using my gifts and proning my gifts for the specific, amazing, beautiful people that resonate with my energy, recognize me, and are willing to pay for my services. And this shift has been so incredible. I kid you not, I would go and spend personal time, like I would go grab a coffee, girl on a girls trip with 99% of my clients because I love you all so much. But I no longer go wasting my time on like reading for the this and the friend of a friend and the person that I met at the bar and the waiter and the this and the cab driver. Like that is something that will drain your energy. So really understanding that you're here to have this joyous, light life that is like full of flavor and excitement, but it's not always about problem solving everybody's issues that you encounter in your life, that you meet and cross paths with. You're not meant to like, make them a life plan so that they gain success. It is really only for the people that resonate with you, the people that actually need your wisdom and that validate it and know how worthy it is what you are able to see. You do not have to shrink to serve. You just have to align to your energetic authenticity, to shine your light bright so that you can be visible for everybody who needs your beautiful guidance and wisdom. Inside Align Plus, that you can find in the description box below, I help beautiful projectors like you create sustainable and supporting space so that you can actually tap in your gifts without draining your physical, emotional, and mental body. If you've enjoyed this video, please share it with your projector BFF that needs to hear this right now, or anybody who you think could use this information. Please let me know in the comments what you thought, what other ideas and concepts you'd like me to explore. And as always, like and subscribe the channel. It means the world to us to see this community grow. If there's anything else that I can do for you, just DM me, let me know. I am so happy to have you here, so grateful. And remember, I don't care what anybody says, I love you.